Sometimes, life tests your patience not to break you, but to prove how strong your light truly is. In a small, quiet village surrounded by golden wheat fields, lived an old farmer named Joseph and his young son, Sam. Their house was small, just mud walls, a thatched roof, and one old lantern that lit their nights. They didn't have much, but every evening, Joseph would smile and say, "Son, as long as our lantern burns, we'll never be lost in the dark." Sam loved his father, but he never really understood his words. Life in the village was getting harder every day. The rains didn't come that year, the crops dried up, and people started leaving for the city. One night, Sam said, "Father, why don't we go too? There's nothing left here." Joseph smiled faintly. "Because not everything you lose is gone forever, my boy. Some things just take longer to return." Days passed, and the little food they had began to run out. Sam started losing hope. He would see other families moving away with their luggage and wonder if his father was being foolish by staying. One night, during a storm, the wind blew hard and shattered their only lantern. The house went dark. Sam was angry. "Now look, father, even your precious light is gone." Joseph said nothing. He quietly took a matchstick, lit a small candle, and placed it on the table. "Maybe the lantern is broken," he said softly, "but the flame still lives." The next morning, Joseph went to the barren field and began digging. Sam shouted, "Why are you wasting your energy? Nothing grows here anymore." Joseph replied, "Because the earth doesn't forget kindness. It remembers every seed we've ever sown." He kept digging for days. Sam watched in silence, until one evening, Joseph collapsed. The old man had worked beyond his strength. As Sam held him, Joseph whispered, "If the rain comes, promise me you'll plant again." Those were his last words. Weeks went by. The village grew emptier. Sam stayed, partly because he had nowhere to go, partly because of that promise. One night, as he sat outside looking at the dry fields, he saw lightning in the sky. Then came thunder. And then, for the first time in months, rain. Sam ran out and cried. The rain soaked the earth, turning dust into mud. Remembering his father's words, he rushed inside, found a small pouch of seeds his father had kept, and began planting them one by one in the wet soil. Months later, the same fields that were once dead turned green again. People returned to the village, asking Sam how he survived. He smiled and pointed at the sky. "My father taught me that darkness doesn't mean the light is gone. Sometimes it's just waiting for us to believe again." That year, Sam's crops fed not only his family, but half the village. Every evening, he would light the broken lantern with a new candle inside and whisper, "This light is for you, Father. You were right. As long as the flame lives, we'll never be lost."